Okay guys, our next lesson for today is 8.2. It's all about connecting position function, velocity, and acceleration using integrals. So, can you still recall the topic 5.10 last time? That was November 13 lesson during the visit of the assistant principal. So we connect position function to velocity and to acceleration. So we're gonna have the position function, the x of t, and then the velocity, and then acceleration, okay, a of t. So in this case, we are going up, right? Antiderivative, so we go up. Okay. So, Chris, can you read the problem for me, please?
A particle moves along the x-axis with an acceleration of 8t equals 12t minus 4. The particle's velocity is 18 centimeters per second at t equals 2. The initial position of the particle is 8 centimeters. What is the function xt that represents the position of the particle?
Okay, so in this case, what is given is acceleration, right? AT, acceleration. So, which means we are from here. So, what is us is the position of the particle. So, from AT, we go up to VT, and the last is the XT, which is the position function. Can you still remember that? And we do anti-derivative, right? Okay, so we copy down first the acceleration function. So AT, A of t is equal to 12t minus 4. Okay, so would anyone tell me the velocity of this? What is the velocity?
60 minus 4.
So we say velocity or Vt is equal to, we're gonna divide by 2, right? And then what else?
Put power.
Power increases by 1. Okay, so meaning power is 1, so plus 1 is 2, then whatever is the new power becomes the divisor. So this gives us, for the sake of discussion, I'm gonna write it this way: 12t squared over 2 minus 4. We're gonna have this in terms of t, so we have 4t. Okay, and then what else?
Plus e.
Plus the constant of the velocity. So I just say CV, okay? The constant of the velocity. And then what is next, guys? What is us? The particle's velocity is 18 centimeters per second at t equals 2. So what is your idea about this one, guys? What do we do? Plug in the t, which is 2, and what else? The Vt is equal to 18. So can you do it now? So this means 18, right? And then what is 12 divided by 2? 6, right? So we can say 6 What's the reason, guys, why we are going to plug in the 18 and 2? In order to what? To find the constant of the velocity, right? That's why I put CV. Okay, so which means 2 square minus 4 times 2 plus the CV. So what you do now? This becomes 24. What is 24 minus 8? 16, right? And then what is 18 minus 16? So we do mental math now. Do I have to show you here? No need, right? So C of V is equal to 2. Okay, are we done? No. So where to plug in the CV? Right here. So our velocity, the velocity now Vt is equal to 6t squared minus 4t and then plus 2. Okay. So what's the next step, guys? Again, given acceleration, we now solve the velocity. So what's the next one? Going to the position function. Can you do it now by yourself? Take the antiderivative of the velocity for us to go up by position function. Okay, could anybody tell me the acceleration now? Acceleration AT is equal to what?
It's not 18.
Very good. I have the intention why I write AT for you to react. And good that you reacted right away. It's not AT but XT. Very good. So we now say XT is equal to. Okay. What is that now? So plus 1, so 3 power. Then 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 2t to the power of 3 minus
2t squared
minus 2t squared. 2t squared plus 2t plus the constant, right? Okay, plus the constant. And then what to do now? Plug in. What to plug in? 8. Okay. The initial position. The initial position of the particle is 8. Initial position. So what do you mean by this initial position? In our concept of algebra, this is the y-intercept, right? It's the y-intercept. Therefore, finally you have xt is equal to 2t to the power of 3 minus 2t squared plus 2t plus 8. Okay, so this is now our position function, and this is the final answer. Any pregunta? Again, this particle, the position is here, the initial. Okay. So this time for problem number 2, please, I'd like you to have a calculator right away. This is calculator active, but I need you to set the mode of the calculator into radian. Always, before taking the actual AP test, make sure your calculator is set into radian mode, because if it's not radian mode, you're ending up of different answer. And if it is multiple choice, you'll be in trouble finding the right answer. Okay, so please have the calculator. If you don't have the calculator right now, I have some calculators. Please grab one. Do you have calculator, Vanessa? Okay. How about you, Money? You have calculator? Everybody has. Alex, you have yours, right? Okay. So can I move this up now? Now, in your calculator, please, I'd like you to follow the window. Please set the window. Your minimum should be 0. Again, everybody, set the calculator's window as x minimum as 0 and x maximum as positive 30. And then the scale is 5. Normally in your calculator, the scale is always 1, right? But set that into 5. And then your y minimum is negative 3. And the y maximum is positive 3. And your y scale should be 1. Okay? May I see your calculator now? You set the window already into this. Okay? Okay, good job. So make sure. It's just like if you wanna look at the window, you can see clearly if the window is open wide, right? So you keep adjusting the window. Okay. So, Diego, can you read the problem for me, please?
Mr. Bruss is driving across town to Mr. Sullivan's house to play with a new set of Star Wars figures. Mr. Bruss' speed would obviously vary throughout the drive, but because he is so cool, he came up with a function that represents his velocity, miles per minute, at any time, t minutes, since he left his house during the 30-minute drive.
Okay, so how many minutes drive?
30 minutes.
30 minutes drive. Okay, so please, I want you to, if you have highlighter, highlight this. 30-minute drive. So, from this graph, that means this is, if this entire graph is 30, so this means, what did I say for y scale? What is y scale? X scale rather. 5. So, it's an interval of 5, right? So this means this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. That's 30-minute drive. So, set up the expression for the following scenarios. Use a calculator to solve. How far is Mr. Bros from his house after 10 minutes? Therefore, you're gonna have to enter this velocity given. The velocity is given as sine 0.3t, but in the calculator you cannot find t, but instead use variable x. Okay, so plus ln x plus 1 minus 2. Again, you press x in the calculator because you cannot find t. Okay, so 10 minutes. Mr. Bros from his house. How far is Mr. Bros from his house after 10 minutes? So how we set up now? The integral from 0 to 10, right? And the given function, velocity, vt. So we say vt dt. Okay, so this is integration, right? So what to press in the calculator? Math 9. Okay, can you now type math 9 and then type also the given velocity? So instead of writing equal sign, you're gonna have to use approximate sign. So approximately Okay, and if anyone has the answer, can you please provide me the answer for this one?
Is it
Well, you have Chris
about 3.0?
3.01, and then what is the unit, Chris? What is the unit?
Miles?
Miles. Okay, so what is that? 3.01 miles. Did everybody get 3.01 miles? Please let me know if you're not getting the right answer.
Final reaction? No.
Did you get it, Melody? 3.01 miles. Tell me honestly. Sign. Type the sign. Yeah, the velocity.
Okay,
Then instead of using t, you use x. Okay. Who else? Did everybody get 3.1 miles? Please be honest.
Yeah.
We are here to learn.
Amen.
So I don't want you to struggle in the actual AP test. Okay? We need to clarify things. So the first 10 minutes, Mr. Bros traveled already 3.01 miles. Okay? Now look at this. This is the negative right here. And so this is his path. Okay? The first 10 miles.
10 minutes.
And Tyler, can you read question B for me, please?
How far is Mr. Bird from his house after 15 minutes?
So, similar to question A. Can you do now? This is from the first 15 minutes. That means from
0 to 50.
okay, 0 to 15. Then VT. Anybody has the answer? Do you have already, Mike? Where's your calculator, Mike?
Mine's dead.
Okay, can I have your calculator so I can charge it there? How about you? 3.397. Please check, guys. Did everybody get 3.39?
Yes.
Then 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you remember your number, right, man? You remember your number, right?
Mike, it's a wave.
That's a $107.
Hey, did we finish?
So we have 3.397.
Almost.
And the unit is still miles. Okay? So that means for the first 15 minutes, he already traveled 3.397 miles. So until here, from 0 to 15. Okay, you already covered 3.397. Okay, now before we do letter C, this is the scenario, guys. I'd like you to this has something to do with question D, but I'm so excited to show it to you. Now, granting that I stayed here and I have to walk 5 steps. How many steps will I walk forward? 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll make turn, go back again, 5 steps. What is my total distance traveled? 10. Why?
Because you went over there and you went back.
Okay, so it's gonna be absolute value because some might say 0, Mr. Roy, because you walk 5 steps forward and then you come back 5 steps. So that means positive 5 then minus 5. Okay, that's not, but it's absolute value. Do you get me?
Yes.
So it's gonna be 10. So I traveled how many pace? 10. Okay. So can I move this up so we can have question C and question D? Okay.
Do you have the other one? What was the other one? The correct answer.
So what is question
Oh wait.
C? Can you read it for me, Chris? Leon?
If Mr. Burst arrives at Mr. Sullivan's house after 30 minutes, how far away does he live?
How far away does he live? So, what is that? Which means this is the integral from, say it, Chris. Okay, from 0 to 30. Okay, and then what else? VT, DT, right? VT, DT. So, approximately. What you have, Chris? 22.824. Okay. 22 point.
Oh, wait, no, it is 8.
What is that, Chris?
It is 8.
824? Okay, very good. And the unit is still
Done?
miles.
Yeah, but he got it.
Okay? Any question on letter C? And what's the next question? So what do you mean by that? How many miles did Mr. Bros drive? What is that now? That is total distance, right? Total distance. So for this one, how many miles did Mr. Bros drive implies his total distance. So when we say total distance, it's gonna be the absolute value of the velocity. But Mr. Roy, how to do that in the calculator? Okay. So what we do is the first part from 0 to 30, right? Since this is total distance, we're gonna have the absolute value of the velocity. Okay, so v of t dt. So approximately, now can you please press math 9 and for us to look for the absolute value in the calculator, what is number 1 in the calculator after you press math 9? What is number 1? The abs, right? Did you see it? Number 1, abs means absolute value. Press 1 after that. Then you can now type. Yes, Chris, you have question? Inside. Inside. Because once you press math 9, it appears now like this. A box, right? So you're gonna have to type from 0 to why I put 3? That's 30. Okay. So it's just typo. And then you press abs, right? So once you type, you have this. And then you now type inside the absolute value with the function given, velocity given, and then dt. And this is approximately. Anybody has the answer? Not yet.
For about 1 unit and like 6 lessons.
You have Diego? What do you have?
I got
Negative.
Hard to keep the viewer.
May I see?
Yeah, it's taking forever to load.
You forgot to put plus ln, right? Plus ln.
28.
Please, when you type, guys, when you enter, be careful. That's plus ln. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
28.497.
Okay, Manny has what you have, Manny?
28.497.
28.497.
We're in the clubhouse.
Okay. And what's the unit, Manny?
Miles?
Total distance means miles. Okay, miles. So, what is the antiderivative of velocity? That means this is displacement. Okay? This one is displacement. And how about this one? Absolute value. This is total distance. Total distance. So, don't get this confused with absolute value of velocity, which is equal to, what is absolute value of velocity? This is, could anyone recall, in physics, what is this?
Oh, physics.
The absolute value of velocity is, starts with letter S, followed by P,
Space.
huh?
Space.
Followed by E,
Oh,
followed by E again,
Special.
and the last is D,
Speed.
the speed,
Like I showed.
right? Okay.
Now we got the big one.
he shows me.
I showed me.
Okay. Any question, guys?
No.
So, we go on
Hey, that bag.
problem number 3.
Oh, yeah, but you can collect the whole secret too.
You sit in the long one and then.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was really sitting along with cousin my brother, having his legs up and everything, chilling for just about
For like a 10-minute ride.
not even a 10 minutes. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
No, for us, it was. We had to go to
Sam,
Southeast
can you read the problem for me,
And so
please?
it was just like.
Particle's velocity is given by v of t equals 4t cubed minus 6t squared plus 1. The function x of t represents the position of the
listen.
But we
particle.
couldn't sit in the back. because-
Guys, listen. You missed the voice of Sam.
No.
Angelic voice.
Sorry,
The particle's velocity is given by v of t equals 4t cubed minus 6t squared plus 1. The function x of t represents the position of the particle along the x-axis. Find the position of the particle after 3 seconds is if x of 0 equals 5.
Okay, careful on this word, guys.
Clubhouse fries.
I just want you to highlight first. Find the position of the particle. After what?
3 seconds.
After 3 seconds. Highlight that again. And this is the condition. If
X0.
x of 0 is equal to 5. Now, what is your idea about this?
X equals 0.
Any idea?
Oh.
We dealt this a while ago.
Yeah.
If that is the case,
Number 1.
given, so that means there is what? There is an initial.
Initial position.
Did you get me? Initial of what?
You were not paying
5.
5.
You like when you pay attention.
So you need to be careful because this is very tricky question and this always comes out, this type of problem in the actual AP. So if we now set up what we write now, if we set this up, there is an initial.
Plus 5.
So, there is already 5 plus the integral from 0 to 3. You get me? That's what it means. It's just like at the start, the water tank is already full of 1,000 liters. Okay, or it has 1,000 liters, and then here comes the rain, and you open the cover of the tank, and then the rain is getting inside the tank, right? But there is an initial of how many liters? 1,000. That's the initial, right? So it starts at 5. Did you get me? Okay. Now, remember, this is velocity. And then what is our objective if the velocity is given? So, from here, we all know that we have velocity given. And then, at the bottom of velocity is acceleration, right? And then, on top of velocity is the position. So, we are here. But our objective is to go up, not to go down. From velocity, we're gonna go up. So that means we have integration. So, the integral from 0 to 3, then dt. Am I right, guys? But what is dt? Given as 4x cubed minus 6t squared plus 1. Put any one.
35.
Okay. Now, suppose this kind of problem is non-calculator.
Oh.
Still on free response. So please put down your calculator. So we're gonna have to do it this way because we are doing at the same time doing the free response and multiple choice. Suppose this is free response but non-calculator active. So what to do now?
You just get the
Oh, so
integrated.
then you just plug in 0.
Plug in. Okay. So we say 5 plus the integral from 0 to 3, and you have the velocity 4t to the power of 3. So 4t cubed minus 6t squared plus 1, and then dt. Okay, we're gonna have to do it this way. You're gonna show your word for you to earn how many points? 3 points. Okay, so take now the antiderivative. Can 4 be cancelled out? Yes, so this is now approximately 5 plus. Okay, so we have t to the power of 4 minus 2 t to the power of 3 plus t, right? Evaluated from 0 to 3. Okay, so which means 5 plus. So let us plug in now 3, the upper limit. What is 3 to the power of 4? 81. Okay, 81. So we have 81 minus 3 to the power of 3. Mike, what is 3 to the power of 3? 27, right? Times 2, 54. So minus 54 plus 3. And then minus 0. Okay, simplify this. You have approximately 5 plus. And then, what is 84 minus... What is 84 minus 54?
27.
Huh? 27?
Plus 3. Yeah,
You said 84, right?
Yeah, 84 because I added 81 and 3.
Oh, so just 30.
30. Okay, you're gonna have to show it right here. So you said that your final answer a while ago when you use calculator is 35. And this is exactly 35. 5 plus 30 is 35. Okay?
Oh, that's why.
Thank you, Kim. That's how I got good at reading.
Guys, this is 30. This is 3, guys. Can I just... To make it clear that it's gonna be 30. This is 30. Okay.
Like good writing.
So guys, who is powerful? Your calculator or your calculator? You have 2 calculators, guys.
Man, how am I?
This calculator is very powerful.
Yes, it is.
I trust this calculator more. I think my calculator started to be faulty.
This one doesn't make mistakes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So let's move on to the last example before you do practice.
The only mistakes this one
But
my mistakes.
Alex, can you read the problem for me, please? You cannot see? Can I move this up first? Guys, are you done copying? Okay, I'll move this up first, Alex. Okay. 4. Okay. Now, thank you, Alex. Now, let's do velocity, guys. Now, look at this. From here. Oh, sorry. X and Y axis, guys.
Whoa. That's the number one.
Yes, master.
No, I don't know.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna shade
Please close.
the top and also the bottom. Okay? Now, what is this on top in terms of velocity?
Is that
In terms of velocity, what is top?
positive?
Positive. Right? How about right here at the bottom? Velocity is
Negative.
until 4, sorry. It's until 4, right? Okay. So the velocity at the bottom is negative. But careful. It says total distance traveled by a particle.
Radical.
So what to do now?
Absolute.
Absolute value. First, we do from 0 up to 2, right? From 0 to 2. We're gonna have to do partition right here. From 0 to 2. Which means we have the integral from 0 to 2. And then, since this is total distance, so we do absolute value. So, absolute value of dt plus the next is from 2 all the way to 4. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
So from 2 to 4, and then still you have absolute value of dt. Okay. Can Can you do that now?
Yes, I can. Is it calculator active?
You can do both.
Okay.
You can do both.
Obviously, I mean,
Your calculator, that means use this, okay? And also the yellow calculator that you
You're
have.
not gonna hit on every ball.
Hey, where's
No, batting average not the
you go to number, and then it's
Hold on,
number.
hold on.
So what is the total distance traveled?
It's the first one.
Huh?
It's math.
Remember, we are on absolute value.
Just 6.
6? Okay.
It goes from
What is the
numbers,
unit?
complex problem, fraction.
Yeah, absolutely right. I think
And then you go to number, then the first one is absolute.
No unit? No unit, right? It's just 6.
Oh, I didn't put absolute value.
It's gonna be 3 plus 3.
Can we do the same thing with just 0 to 4?
And now to give you 0.
Try. Try.
0 to 4 just give you.
But it's gonna be absolute value. Now, right here, I was just setting up that the velocity right here is positive, and then so that's the reason why we use absolute value, because this is total distance. Did you try? Then what's the answer? 6 as well. Okay, that's good. But if I erase this one, can we look at here without, suppose this is a multiple choice question, what to do?
Take the area.
Take the
Area.
or count the number of
Boxes.
squares, right? How many squares? This is 1 square,
2, 3.
right? 1. And then
So 3 plus 3.
where can we put this? How about this one, and this will be put right here. So this is to be here to make this as
2 square. Full box. 2 square.
square number 2, right? What else?
The bottom one and the top one.
This bottom right here can be filled in. So right here is 3. So there are 3 squares on top.
Yes.
And how about the bottom?
Same shape.
Same thing?
Yeah.
3, but it's gonna be absolute value, right? Absolute value. So 3 also right here, 3 squares form. So 3 squares form 3 and 3, so that total of 6. If this is a multiple choice question, okay? So you don't have to solve like this. You don't have to worry. Just yes, Chris.
Even if the boxes aren't like full,
Yeah.
Tell them what's the best.
What did you say? Oh,
like even if the boxes aren't full, because like
because the bottom, the coverage of the bottom is 1, right?
Just use the pieces.
So if you count, there are 3 squares also, but it's gonna be absolute value because it says total distance. Okay. Now, can you now discuss with your pair for the practice? Yes.
Are we gonna do number
Yeah, for how long is it that game?
Letter B. Is there a
I'll be there in
question?
a week.
Yeah, for 3B.
Oh, we've been sick. Oh, we've been sick.
What does it say?
Find the position.
The whole distance seems sick.
For number 3.
Yeah.
For number 3. Okay. So, let's go back to number 3.
You know, I tried.
Sorry for that.
And I tried.
That's alright. That's alright.
So, question B, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
A little low.
okay. So, this one, find the position of the particle after 2 seconds. And then, what do you mean by this? You know what to do? That means at the start, at x equals 1, it's gonna be,
Oh, so this is what we did for A, but instead we do it for B.
okay? So, how to do that? -2 plus what? Okay? So, for this one, you're gonna set up into negative 2 plus. What does it say? After 2 seconds. So this means from 0 up to 2.
Oh.
And then VT.
Oh, it's plus.
Yes?
I did the one over there.
It was the freakiest thing to do.
Just single of y.
Whoa, 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 it's just
Or is it still just negative?
Ah, yeah. Sorry. This is from 0.
So you eat pizza with
Instead of 0 to 1, it's gonna be 0 to 2 is instead 1 to 2. Okay?
That makes sense.
There is already an initial. So VT. So can you
So how many calories you're gonna gain? Bro, it's just a building, bro.
Hey, we predict.
can you please use the calculator, the yellow calculator?
I may.
Good,
I
good.
may.
So what you have, guys?
What?
This one. It has already an initial.
Oh my.
At the start, if x is 1,
Oh, this one. Because you keep one more. 13.
so
Yeah, we
the
did
interval now is from 1 to 2.
Negative 22.
Huh?
I got a 0.
I got 0.
I got a 0.
Yeah.
The auto cheat, you don't have to write everything.
Yours is negative 22.
Yeah.
Yours is
0.
yours is 0 also. Who else?
Let me.
Why you have Anthony?
It's calculating right now.
Okay.
Like loads.
Let me fact check on Mr.
There's a
Wood.
guy inside of the calculator right
It's gonna be nada.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Gonna be 0?
Oh my, what I press.
You got 3.
Yup.
No,
You got 3?
No, no, that's a different one. What you talking about? 4x.
I got 0 too.
And then.
I got
Probably your intervals
Oh,
from,
that's because I didn't.
from 1 1 to 2.
Sorry.
Your interval.
We have fucking 7 minutes now.
Look, bro,
Probably
it's
you
calculating,
set
bro.
up
2.5.
2.50
degrees. You use the black calculator.
No.
I got
what
zero.
the-
Oh, what is the mode?
Radiant.
Gradient. It's, yes, Fabio.
The C is different because when you plug in negative 2 into x of 1, it gives you a difference.
You're not plugging in negative 2. Negative 2 is the initial. You only plug in positive 2
You're right.
minus 1.
Yeah, I got 2.5.
Okay?
No.
I got
minus
0.
two. That's
0.
0.5.
That's 0.5.
How'd you get 0?
Huh?
Let me see.
Check your calculator,
And
Anthony.
then subtract 2 because you gotta. negative
You
two.
forgot to put the initial.
Yeah.
Negative.
0,
Oh, wait, no,
2.5 minus 2.
Wait.
No, yeah, you didn't put the initial.
Yeah, you just put 2.5 minus 2.
Absolute value?
AR.
Yeah,
No,
we're not supposed to
no,
do
it's
that.
not absolute. It's not absolute value.
Did you
Put the
enter
initial.
the
Put
velocity?
negative 2 in front of it.
Did you
Yeah,
put
you
the
just
velocity?
subtract
Anthony.
Yes.
But the calculator doesn't do mentally.
I got 0.
This is what I
But it should be negative 2 plus the integral of from 1 to 2 and then
I did after
40
that.
cube minus 60 square plus 1. What you have?
Yeah.
I got 0.
You got 0?
I got
Yeah, I got 0.
Okay, we got
So the answer should be 0, nada. So can you now discuss the practice with your partner? Okay? Some?
Wait, I got something to eat. I see it.